Hi, I'm Megan. This is my husband Billy. We met on eHarmony. These are our children, Michael and Lydia. And these are my siblings, Jacob and Zoe. We aren't your typical family, but together we have lots of fun. Hey guys, welcome back to Intentional Bonus Mom Stepmom Talk. Today I wanted to talk about attitudes. So I've been doing this series by my 5 family stressors. I don't know if I'm going to go through all 5, but at least I have 3 of the 5 family stressors that I had written down that I'm talking about. So number 3 would be attitudes. Oh, attitudes. Okay, as a parent, you get a lot of attitude. It seems like the older they get, the more attitude that they find or they create. It's like in their sleep they're creating attitude. Or maybe it's a lack of sleep that creates attitude. So, in a home that is primarily we want to be on the PlayStation or we want to be on our mobile devices, I have found that once they're away from that, they get a severe attitude. And you know what? I don't like that. So, coming from a girl who did not grow up with PlayStation, Game Boy, a mobile phone until she could pay for it, it's a lot different seeing that how technology's changed. Now, I will admit it. I, as an adult, am addicted to my phone. I will admit it. I'm addicted. I have noticed, though, and it's something that I noticed hugely in myself because of the kids. When I see that the kids are always attached to something, that reminds me, okay, we need to do something about that. So, it's one of those things. Is this a step family stressor? Really, I feel like it's just a family stressor that is worth battling. To me, this is the one where I will finally say, yes, it is worth the battle. 1, who likes a bad attitude when you're doing anything? I can't stand a bad attitude. Now, I will admit, I am one of those people that I have a really bad attitude when I'm hungry. Hands down. And I don't really even think about it until I look back and I either already snapped your head off for no reason or someone else calls me out on it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. So I will admit that there are times where I have a really bad attitude. Most of the time it has to do with food. I really think there's an imbalance in my brain that happens, and so I can become really mean. Anyway, back off that rant. So a big thing with us is I've learned that with my husband's encouragement that we need to unplug and deal with the attitude and catch the attitude right there. Now, when we first were together, I would pop off about attitude like really quick, like what? And he was more reserved and would go talk about it later. And now I think we're both on the same page where the attitude is getting too much and we're getting irritated with it. And so therefore we tend to just nip it in the bud right there. So my big thing is trying to unplug. We try new things, and that's usually when the attitude comes. We're doing something that requires walking, that requires you to get off your cell phone, that requires you to talk, requires you to get hot. And therefore to the child it may not seem very pleasing or fun. However, 75% of the time, probably 95% of the time, they end up having lots of fun. So that is one thing that is worth the extra attitude and worth the stress of, because in the end, this is about family and family time, and this is about unplugging and connecting. And so it is definitely worth the stress of dealing with the attitude that comes first. And so that is one thing that I still battle. I feel like come Sunday, like we're on a good rapport, and then come Friday, we're back to square one. So that's basically what I'm going to talk about. That one is huge. And I feel like sometimes, you may have to write it down and say, this day at this time, we are going to do this. Maybe it's a video. I'm not a video game. No. Maybe it is watching a movie. Maybe it is going to the park. Maybe it's going to the zoo. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's playing board games. You pick something, a picnic. You name it. But you can pick something for you and your family to do that unplugs everybody, and it's fun. It's just hands down fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.